This is a virtual tour of what we're hoping the show is going to look like at the end of August this year. So I'm currently standing in what will be the main ring, sort of at the far end. It's a virtual main ring though, so you're going to have to imagine it. And I'm looking towards the west, towards the road and towards Dunterley. And that's going to be where people come in the show field. So that will become the entrance, and that'll be where the Morgan cars are going to park, and there'll be some trade stands there. And then this is my little show hut. Actually, it's still Katrina's show hut. I just get to borrow it for a couple of weeks in August. And then I'm going to swing round a bit, and this is pretty much where the beer tent and the bands and everything like that's going to be. And there's going to be the beer garden and the mini ring there, which will have the things like the tug of war heats and the little mini Olympics for kids and things like that. Swing round, and we think this is probably going to be the Bairns Meadow, which has the go-kart parties and creature encounters. That's where you'll find the fox and everything like that, and all the kids' games and sort of petting corner, miniature pony rides, all that kind of thing. Gonna swing round again, still standing in main ring, looking down towards what was the old horse rings, and there'd be normally a big row of trade stands along there. We're not having them there anymore. We're going to move them and mix them up a bit more. But down in that flat area is going to be the battleground, where we'll have laser clays, clay pigeon shooting, archery, and things like the climbing wall, all sorts of adventure stuff, all sorts of action stuff. And then if you swing round some more, you get this bit, which normally didn't have very much in it. Far side of the field, far down over the back towards the trees, is still going to be all the vehicle parking. But in this bit, towards what was the old country fair, is going to be the farmyard, which has all the sheep pens in, which will have all the continental breeds and all that kind of stuff. At the moment it's just got a few sheep lurking about, and it'll also be able to have the hound ring, terrier ring, so all the kennel stuff, all the dog show stuff will be there. And if you go through that little gate into what was the country fair, what we're putting in there is the horse rings that were originally down the bottom. So up there will become the paddock, and it's really a nice, flat, really sound field to be able to have it in. So I'm swinging around again towards the grandstand. This area that was very often car parking, we're going to reduce the amount of cars on the field, but this is where the vintage tea tent is going to go, right next to the main ring, this imaginary main ring I've got in my head. And in that will also be the VIP area for the judges and for the sponsors to be able to, have a nice cool glass of Pimm's and maybe look at what's happening in the main ring. This is the grandstand. It's actually more of acting as a rather large sunshade for sheep at the moment. And if we swing round again, back to the beginning. That's going to be my little holiday destination for the end of August.